In the race for the White House, with 3 months until the general election, Hillary Clinton continues to widen her lead in the polls. But it's trouble for Donald Trump as he becomes increasingly isolated in the Republican Party. Trump continues to cause controversy, the latest with his comments over ISIS and the Second Amendment. This past week, Trump criticized President Obama and Clinton by saying they founded ISIS. Trump also suggested gun rights supporters might find a way to stop Clinton. There's also speculation swirling that there could be a criminal probe into Hillary Clinton's family foundation. Could Republicans' hopes of a victory in November be restored? That's our topic this half hour. We want to hear from you on our Fox 26 Facebook page. You can also weigh in on Twitter. Just use the hashtag Fox26for Life. Joining us live in the newsroom, our panel once again led by our senior legal analyst, Chris Tritico, Democratic media consultant, Mustafa Tamiz, and Republican strategist and public policy analyst, Jackie Bally. All right, so quite a week of developments here. Where do y'all want to start?
Well, let's start with Donald Trump, because he's always given us great sound bites, isn't he? Donald Trump just... I got to give Donald Trump credit. He is his own man. He won't listen to the people who run campaigns. He's going to run his own campaign his own way. He's still running the same campaign he ran when he won the nomination, a very lean campaign. He's not doing any ads. He's not running any ads. He's letting Hillary Clinton run ads in every battleground state. And Mustafa Tamiz, he's losing points in the polls every day. And he said the other day, I'm not changing my campaign style to meet what's going on. Why?
If Donald Trump was running as a president for a fraternity, that might have been fine, his behavior. If he was trying to become America's next shock jock and replace Howard Stern, then his behavior would be fine. But he's running for the presidency of the United States, the most powerful job in the world, and to lead the free world. And he has demonstrated that he has the inability to moderate himself, to put a check on himself, to hold his tongue, to say anything that's thoughtful, and instead of always trying to be provocative. And so he's basically wants to be somebody who's always in the news cycle. He said, I only like people that like me. And that's how Vladimir Putin got to him.
I thought you said that.
I know you want to talk about Hillary, but I want you to answer this question first, and then we're going to get to Hillary. When you see yourself losing in the polls and it's going down, 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 you should modify your conduct and change the way you're campaigning, shouldn't you?
Yes, and you saw that when he presented his economic plan, and that was what people have been saying. Stick to the economy, because that's one of the areas of policy that Americans do not trust Hillary Clinton. And you also see right now a lot of things going on in Wisconsin with a lot of violent protests. Every time something like that happens, taking away from the rhetoric of the two candidates, Donald Trump does rise in the polls. 2 weeks ago, he was leading. This race has been up and down and very cyclical. He says he's not changing, but there has been reports that he is now opening and expanding his offices in some of the battleground states.
All right, let me go to Sally. She's monitoring our social media.
Okay, let's head on over to Twitter right now. And the Texas Democrats girls tweeting this out. So Reince now has to travel with Trump to keep him on message, also using picture boards so he knows what to say, and he uses the hashtag Trump sitting. And then Donald Trump tweeting out the most recent tweet: if the disgusting and corrupt media covered me honestly and didn't put false meaning into the words I say, I would be beating Hillary by 20%. He continues to call out the media, saying his rallies are just not covered properly by them. They don't show the crowd size or the enthusiasm.
Well, you know, we could do the whole show on this, but we gotta shift gears over to Hillary Clinton. You know, there's been some speculation about this new round of emails, and quite frankly, Donald Trump eclipsed the emails over the week, and his message killed it. But there was a new round of emails that came out that suggested, and we got less than a minute, that may cause a new round of scrutiny to the Clinton Foundation.
Well, look, the initial round of emails that came out about the DNC and some of the rhetoric from that was awful, and I think people should step down and be fired for that. This latest thing about the State Department, if you look at it, she took a day off herself, one of the people that work for Hillary Clinton. On her own time, she went out and interviewed someone. I don't see what's there.
3 FBI offices asked the DOJ to probe into the Clinton Foundation, DOJ to probe into the Clinton Foundation for unethical or inappropriate behavior. Loretta Lynch once again came to their rescue and said said no. This lady is shady. She's unethical, immoral. We've seen several examples of it. We're going to see more releases from WikiLeaks, I'm sure of it. But guess what? She continues to be protected by the Obama administration, and so no matter what we find about her, they're going to protect her. It's very sad.
I just think this whole notion of trying to delegitimize people before they even get into office is awful, and it underpins, and it's a threat to our democracy.
Now, and we got 20 seconds, but Donald Trump started to take this message out, and I wanted to get to this, that Hillary Clinton is rigging the election. And yesterday he said in Pennsylvania, you've got to make sure people don't vote 5 times. That's a horrible message to start sending out.
Well, I think Donald Trump is helping Hillary Clinton. I said that last week in many ways. I don't think she's rigging the election, but she is unethical.
We got to leave it right there. We'll be back next week wrapping up the hottest stories of the week.
All right, we look forward to it. We want to